OG, Girl Scout cookies, Alien Dream, Camp Dog, OG Kush, White Widow, Granddaddy Purple, Green Crack, Bubba Kush, AK-47.
What up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of the DC Pharma Show. Sorry for being late today. Was doing about 120 on New York Avenue trying to get here on time, but you know, I still got here late. Sorry about that, y'all. But thanks for tuning in. Today we are gonna be doing the giveaway. I'm gonna be picking the name out of a bag to see who the winner is. But we have two special guests with us today. Of course, second guest, y'all always know him when he comes back from his trips from Cali with his strain report. So we're going to get a little bit of that today. And the other one will be a surprise, and we're going to have him up real quick. So since I'm running a little late, as always, my man Dean Pooper.
Gang, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's been going on with Doughboy, man. I try to reach him today. I don't know, man. But that's third day, goddamn.
Yeah.
But
Third
with that
show.
being said, man, let me get this started right quick. Like I said, I'm running a little late.
Drum roll, please.
I got a bag, and yes, that's a whole lot of names. I thank everybody that put in the comment, liked it, or whatever that was going on with the on IG. I appreciate everyone that reached out. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of names right here, all cut out. Try to be as fair as possible. You pick one out. Since I grabbed it already. You pick one out and
I ain't gonna look. So, all right, let me see who this.
Who it is.
Roses Parks.
Let me see. Rosa Parks.
Roses. She got S on there.
No, that's the act. That's the person they act. With the actual person that won is Queen Me 22. That's QUING _me 22. Queen G. Queen. Say that shit, man. Queen Me.
Is this a Chinese name? Queen?
Nah.
Queen?
I think they try to say Queen.
Queen with a G at the end?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they try to say Queen Me.
Queen Me 22.
Yeah, 22. Reach out to me. Hit me on my DM. If I don't hear from you by tomorrow night at this time, I will pass it on to the next contestant. So this bag I will keep. So if I got to stick my hand back in there and pick somebody else, that's how it's going to go down. But you got 24 hours to let me know that you are actually the winner. And that's what it is. Let me see the paper so I'm going to spell it out again. So, again, QUING _ME 22. That's who the winner is. Congratulations, and thanks for tuning in. And what you're getting is, I had Blue Dream up there, Moby Dick. Blue Dream, and this shit is gas. All organically grown by me, yours truly, no-till style. And the other strain was Moby Dick as well. So you'll be getting a jar of this and a jar of Moby Dick. And if I gotta mail it off to you, then you taking the chance of getting it. If it gets intercepted, it ain't on me.
No, sir.
No boo. But we're gonna keep it moving along, man. Like I said, we tight on time. And thanks, man. Oh man, I'm so pleased to see the chat live tonight, man. Thanks for tuning in. Joshua Steenslands is in the building. Green, oh man, what's it? Living Soil, Bio Living Organics. Yep. It's always Cannabis DC. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody in the chat, man. Thanks for tuning in right now. And we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna bring our next guest up so he can introduce himself and he can show you everything he got going, y'all. And it's a very special guest because he gonna let you know everything about what he's doing and how he's doing it and how it's beneficial to you. For sure. So with that being said, come on up here, man.
Appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Nah, I appreciate you coming on, man.
What's up, yo?
So please introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are and how they can reach you on IG or any other platform.
So my name is Adu. I run a company called AK Aviksha. What we try to do is bridging the gap between holistic Ayurvedic herbal knowledge from India and herbal healing knowledge from there, bridging the gap between that and cannabis over here in the U.S. and trying to educate and empower communities over here to how to heal themselves and take care of your everyday health on your own, so you don't have to worry about no doctors or any kind of carny bullshit.
And that's a real thing like that. Herbal medicine and stuff like that. Some people like to call it holistic or whatever, but if you really know your herbs and your fruits and the benefits that they have to your body, then you can really treat yourself to certain things. So how did you actually get into all this?
Yeah, man. So to give you a background, my family's from a small village in South India, right? We have always been into holistic wellness, herbal knowledge, herbal culture. We don't really take narcotics. We don't take things that are gonna alter your mind state for the future as far as perception goes. I'm not talking about psychedelics, but I'm talking about things that are gonna alter the way that you think and the way that your perception is gonna be affected, right? I'm talking about things that are gonna be permanent, things that are gonna be long-term damage. And a lot of Western medicine, the problem with that is when people have injuries, they have to take emergency care. But the doctors don't tell them how to progress from there, right? They don't tell you how to heal and how to actually take control of your life after that point, after you're done with that emergency stance. So my brother was in a really bad accident like 3-4 years ago. He had a fall where he fell 3 stories. He broke, he shattered his pelvis, had all kinds of issues with his spine, nerve damage, neuropathy in the left leg that he's still struggling with right now, a whole bunch of things. But man, this motherfucker's crazy because we seen him in the ICU, right? And he's fully tied up, can't even move nothing because his whole body's kind of disassembled like that, right? But he's not taking the morphine drip because we don't really try to take nothing like that. So he's also he a bodybuilder, so he's trying to keep his body right. So he doesn't want anything that's gonna addict to him. He's gonna stick him to that for the rest of his life. And he's trying to be a medical student as well. So after that, man, I saw him in there refusing to take the morphine drip. My mom's about to smack him. Right, the doctor's over there telling him to take the drip, and I'm like, all right, man, we gotta find something else. I've been in cannabis for a variety of years before then, since the 8th grade. Right, it's like that, it's natural for me. But then I saw that there's an opportunity to heal with CBD. Right, it's the non-psychoactive form of cannabis. But how do we use cannabis, the thing that we've been using like this recreationally for so long, to heal ourselves? And that's how one thing led to me to the next, man. I started with TBD teas and honeys and stuff, and then that brought me to the Coco Caress, which is my massage product that I make. It's a topical. Started working with coconut oil and infusing CBD into that, and then now I make massage products for everything. I've been working on my brother and doing different kinds of therapies for him, and using CBD internally as well as externally, multimodality approach, and we're seeing incredible results, man. He's out here walking out, he's doing his thing, back working out and everything.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. So how is this product really beneficial?
Yeah,
let's say I've been playing basketball all day and my knee is just throbbing.
That's what it's for. Man. So CBD on its own is anti-inflammatory, right? Everybody knows that. It's anti-inflammatory. It's going to take away inflammation and pain that's related to soreness and inflammation. What I did is I took that one step further. I took full spectrum CBD, where it's at less than 0.3% THC, so you get the entourage effect with other cannabinoids. And I also infused that with multiple essential oils and herbal essences, like St. John's wort, arnica root, chamomile, different things like that are going to provide you that deep muscle release, the kind of the tension release, and they're going to take care of that health in the long term. And it's all natural, all vegan. I use it's all proprietary blend, so you can check right here. I got all kinds of essential oils in there. But it's cocoa butter, shea butter, and mango butter based.
Oh, that's
so it's all love. You already know. So it's good for your skin, it's good for your muscles, it's good for your nerve, as well as any kind of damage that will go and pervade that. So anytime from after the smallest thing, right after you work out and you're sore from a good workout, you put that on, or if your grandma got arthritis, or if you're working for surgery recovery, it's still gonna hit you the same way.
That smells good too.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've been working over the past couple of years to develop this proprietary blend, and we really about it. Like I'm taking a master's course right now, a clinical degree, to try to certify myself to understand Ayurveda and herbal medicine in a way that backs up my word, backs up what I'm doing.
Exactly. And I mean that's the best thing you can do at the moment, because I just read a news article about the NFL's actually considering letting NFL players get into this kind of, you know what I'm saying, medicine and medicinal purpose of use and all that. So,
you already know.
I don't see why not.
You already know. I mean,
the
that's
door's
the way
wide
it is.
open, man. The door is definitely
Michael
wide
Phelps
open,
won a medal.
What's going on the ground, organic? She said
He won a medal. That boy was smoking.
Whoever said we slow you down here, they lie.
They motherfucking lied, man.
Right. So I mean, and back to I guess to your roots mainly, man. Because if you really get back to it, I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Indian culture is like not really opposed to cannabis at all, right?
So here's the thing. So India, you got to recognize
not the government that is.
Right. I mean, forget about the government. Because there's a lot of colonial influences that come in and fucked up the way that people think over there, right? But if you look at just the plant and the people, right? The way that it's been is that weed is really weed. Cannabis is like a weed. It grows on the side of the street. It grows everywhere in India because the climate, the land, the temperature, like the area is right? The altitude, the nutrients of the land, like it's right for that kind of plant to grow, and that's why it's been natural. The thing that happened is, so if you look at our ancient texts, ancient healing texts and medicinal texts I've been studying, it recognizes cannabis as a form of medicine, and it even references this as something called Vijaya. Vijaya in Sanskrit translates to victory. So straight up, like you got a plant, right? That translates to another name for it is victory, right? So how can you stigmatize that? And that's what the British did when they came in and colonized us. They were like, nah, this shit is too good.
Yeah.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Tell everybody this is bad. Demonize it. You know, the same thing they're doing over here in the U.S., right? It's at the end of the day, though, you're gonna see the entire world. I was telling the homie over there, like the whole world is gonna curve back to look at our cultures again. Right. So if we don't stick up for it, if we don't as melanated individuals, as people as minorities, we don't share our cultures and work together, then they're gonna be selling it back to us in a couple of years anyway.
Oh yeah,
you already seen them doing it.
They're already
to us, right?
doing it now.
So I ain't gonna stand for that. Now, like
look at California, right? Like California is a great example of a lot of the politics that's going on, right? So when California first started, man, you know, California been in the game for a minute, you know, legally, medical, and all that. So they're kind of like the roadmap to what's going on, you know, to how the rest of America might carry things, right? But so as the years keep going by and the laws keep changing, so does it do for California as far as the licensings and shit like that go. So at one point they used to be able to grow, like really grow. Now it's like they trying to rein this shit in. So now there's a lot of legal companies that are suffering because the black market is still prospering. So the people that have these $1 million companies that they trying to keep their head up, they really can't get rid of their product because they fighting with the black market. So what happens? They get in cahoots with the police and like, look, y'all need to do y'all job. We can't make money because these dudes is hurting our pockets. So now they crashing dispensaries that so-called don't have licenses and shit. You know, they cracking down more on a lot of the people that thought they were legal.
Man, at the end of the day, they're trying to regulate a plant that they don't understand. So it's all good. But think about how many of these policymakers have never touched the plant. Right? Not even just the bud. I'm talking about you never grown the plant. You never looked at the plant in its infancy, right? You don't know what it takes to create that, right? So like that ignorance, right? They're creating the laws. They're making the policies. They don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. So they're trying to control something they have no understanding of. And that's what ultimately is resulting in all these playbacks right now, state to state.
And just to get back to your point about how they're going to take it from us and sell it back to us. That's what all these rich lobbyists are doing right now. That's what they're lobbying the government for to do right now. So they're trying to corner the market. But with shit like you doing, excuse my French and all that, but with things like you doing, right? And CBD products, also THC products that help people and all that. And we educate the masses about the beneficial aspect of it. Hopefully, people like you and people that are standing their own brand now will be able to stand out in the future.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And if you don't stand out in the future, you'll at least be a force that they know they have to deal with by either buying you out or doing something to that occurrence. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing for me, man. Here's the thing for me, because I feel like that all that can die out regardless. It's the same thing with like THC companies, right? Think about, because I used to vend in DC and the pop-ups and everything. I did that all year ago. Like the reason why I stopped is because our company got busted, and even though I had business licenses, certifications, and everything on hand laminated, the police threw that in the trash right in front of me because they don't respect that. Even if you try to play the game their way, they don't respect that. It's cool. I know they were coming for the money, right? So if you look at THC companies, it's the same way. If you don't adapt to the environment, right? If you don't have your loyalty of your customer fan base, you're not providing something that's different than everything else out here, your business is not going to thrive. Look at how many delivery services out here in DC, right? All these joints with weed maps and everything. It's all
I
popping
ain't even know.
off.
Hey,
Yeah,
you talk
bruh.
about that delivery, sir. I
Yeah.
did not know it was
Bruh, it's
that
popping off.
service. My
It's
man
popping
started
off.
putting me on and
Yeah,
that shit. He
it's
was like,
popping
man,
off.
look at this
you
shit.
can get whatever
look.
you want on it. And that's what I'm saying. So like the same way, imagine if you still selling pack right now, right? And you got delivery service you got to compete with. You're not losing business because you still got loyal customers.
Right,
That's
right,
the same
right.
way. I'm a healer. Feel me? I'm not.
No, I definitely get your point because
You see
I'm
what
just.
I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
knew it was delivery services
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it was to the point where it is
Oh, it's
now.
like
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
People get on
Told
their
you,
phone
bro.
on their app
Yeah.
and they'll deliver it right to your house.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But so we ain't really worry about competition like
Nah,
that. 'Cause
yeah,
big
you
companies
gotta
can
stay in
come
your lane, you know what
they
I'm
do
saying?
whatever. But I know that no matter what it is, I'm tapping into years, like thousands of years of ancestral knowledge to provide a product that's gonna be healing and medicinal. It's not gonna be no bullshit. I'm not trying to sell nobody anything, right?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about the money. I can make money elsewhere doing whatever. I'm a great businessman, but
why
I'm
not
a
make
great
money doing
businessman,
what you
like,
love?
yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? So, hey,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
make them work together, man. So what's
Hey.
this? What's this you got right here? Is
So
that-
this is a CBD flower.
Okay, can you explain that
Yes.
for us?
So this is you can smell it right here. man. It's, and you can certify it smells just like regular
So
flower.
would this
Like
be
regular bud.
this a CBD flower or would this be considered hemp?
So all right. So here's the thing, right? People officially say it's CBD hemp flower.
Okay.
That's what they say. That's
Okay.
the official terminology for this. That's what it gets certified for and everything, right? What this is basically just another form of cannabis that we know of, just like THC plants, another form of cannabis that has different levels of cannabinoids in it. It's just different genetics. That's all it is. You can have a plant that has 0.5% or 0.2% or 0.1% THC, or you can have one that has 30% THC.
Now here's the question
You know what I'm
some of my people want to know, right?
Yeah.
Some of the people that's been in trouble with the law.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if they are taking urines, because now they still testing
Right, they still
for
doing that same
THC
bullshit.
and all that in your urine. Would a person that's going through that situation be able to smoke this and not have to worry about that?
So here's the thing. So I can't guarantee and promise that, like if you smoke this, there's no THC in your blood system. Because there is 0.3% THC
Right,
in this
right.
plant.
Low count.
It's natural. It's low count. But that can still test a false positive or whatever the case if you went to get tested the next day. Now, THC cleans out your system real quick. The reason why that is because it naturally metabolizes in your body because your body has cannabinoid receptors to be able to deal with that real quick and real easily. So you can wait a week after smoking this flower and I'm pretty sure it would not show up on a drug test, piss test or otherwise.
Right,
whatever the
right.
case. Yeah, because it just metabolizes to your system real quick.
And what other benefits would a person smoke a CBD flower?
So a lot of my clients that have they taking different like psychotic medications like antidepressants and things like that, or they're on other kind of things that affect their mind, or they just can't be high throughout the day because of the way THC affects their mind.
Yeah.
They be smoking the CBD flower because they can still get that pain relief effect, the relaxation, the mental clarity, everything they need, but just without the high. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything that's beautiful about cannabis, but without the high that they can't necessarily handle.
So it's like a cigarette.
It's kind of like a cigarette, but it's better. But it's going to actually heal your lungs, right?
Instead
and that's
of
the
smoking
idea.
the tobacco.
Yeah, that's the idea is that we want to get to the point that CBD flower is in everybody's hands like a cigarette pack. Feel me? So instead of smoking that, sparking up that tobacco and killing yourself
That's
with
got
all
like
the chemicals and
121
shit.
chemicals
Yeah, all
in
that
it.
shit in there, the fiberglass and everything.
Right.
You can smoke some CBD that's actually actively healing your lungs because CBD, cannabis is a bronchodilator, so it's gonna open up your lungs. So the same way you gotta, if you consuming this, man, every day you're healing yourself, raising your immunity.
So
keeping
what
the
they,
stress level
I
low.
wonder what they would call them if they packaged them up and sold them. What would they be called?
What, as far
CBD
as what?
sticks.
CB doobies.
What would they called?
Probably like you said, CBD cigarettes or
Yeah,
something, CBD
yeah.
sticks, something.
CB
simple.
rats.
I see you got another product up there.
Oh yeah, so I got a CBD plus CBG vape cartridges.
Okay, plus
So,
CBG.
Yeah, CBG, cannabigerol. So CBG is another cannabinoid that's super beneficial because it's the only joint that's been proven to actually increase cell stimulation and cell growth and cell potential. So I'm talking about brain cell stimulation, people with tumors, it actually helps them, recover and create healthy cells and new things. This is new research that's just coming out right now. But the reason why we have CBD and CBG together is because that entourage effect I mentioned earlier, the multi beneficial cannabinoids together, then working a lot better too. So this will hit you right away, like 15 minutes. Like you hit this, you'll feel the relaxation in 15
Hey.
minutes, man. Less than that. You'll feel that in 5 minutes, matter of fact. It's crazy. And it's basically it's organic, all natural, and it has 70 plus natural hemp terpenes in there too.
I see the terpenes in it
You can
because
smell
it's got
that,
some
yeah,
flavors
you
too.
can feel that. That's all organic hemp terpenes too. It's all hemp based. And the reason why they have the terpenes because terpenes are medicinal, right? So like each different set of every strain has a different set of terpenes in it. So indicas have one set of terpenes. Sativas have a different type of terpenes. The same way hybrids have a different type too. So based off of that, sativa-related terpenes provide anxiety and stress relief, and the same way indica-related terpenes will provide bodily stress relief. You see what I'm saying? When you
Right,
get
right.
pains and things like that, or you need to go to sleep or whatever the case, then you hit this blueberry kush CBD instead of the
Now.
Jack Herrera joint. Yeah.
Now, see, you have a lot of CBD products and all that.
Yes, sir.
Now, I just recently, I follow One Deuce,
Yeah.
Good Look on the City or whatever, right?
Yes,
So he
sir.
put a post up the other day, and I wasn't even aware. So obviously, this sister, and it might be more than one, I'm not sure. She has a store in the city.
Yeah.
And her
that's
store,
right.
she put every black, not even every independent company that's starting out on their own, she's actually putting them on display in their store.
Yeah.
That's what it's called?
Local meditations.
Local meditation.
That's my
So
people,
I guess
yeah.
do you have your products
Yes,
up
I
there?
do. Yes, I
Okay,
do.
see, I was
So,
asking. See, I was getting ready to
yeah.
say. So maybe you want to take your product there, but you already two
Yeah.
steps ahead of the game.
Hey man, so Tanya and Miss Tanya and Shara, right? So these two wonderful cannabis entrepreneurs, two wonderfully incredibly smart women, right? Intelligent women who are basically trying to progress the culture at the same time as building equity in the community for themselves and for obviously the future generations to come. They're doing it right.
Right,
So
right.
basically, they got this store in Georgetown. They approached me while I was vending at this CBD joint in DC, a couple months ago, like almost a year ago for real. And they were saying that they basically are having this store set up and everything's coming up right, and they got a nice location in Georgetown, all this shit. They need products to come in. They want brands that they can trust to come in and do that. Man, I started trialing things on a consignment basis with them. Before I knew it, our topicals were the only topical in the store.
And you
that were
said,
selling.
in where now?
This
in
is
Georgetown.
It's right in
Hey,
Georgetown.
look, man.
Yeah,
I don't know these girls,
yeah.
but I would say to support them, cause Georgetown rent ain't
It's
cheap.
high, man. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
please go out and support these women
Yeah.
and support what they trying to do for our community. Show them love, man.
Man.
If it's just there to, if you just going there to visit their store, man, just go over there and show them love, man. I'm gonna try to make my way through that. I hate that it's in Georgetown.
They got some spiritual totems in there. They got all kinds of different healing products.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
Super good vibe in there.
Yeah, I mean, I
Local
bet.
bases,
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's where you want to be for sure.
Absolutely.
But you want to be successful being there, cause like I
Right.
said, the rent is super high in
Right.
Georgetown, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, if you're a business out here and you got CBD business or you got any other kind of business in the DC you locally made, and you want to get your brand out there, pull up at the store and they
There
take
you
care
go.
of you, man. They take care
There
of you.
you go. You
They
ain't
good
even got to
people.
hustle your shit that hard. Just put it in the store. Let it hustle itself.
Absolutely.
Know
Let
what
them
I'm
sell
saying?
it for you. That's all
Hey
it
man,
is.
look, I definitely appreciate you coming today. One thing I also wanted, I didn't get to talk about it because they ain't really got nothing to do with your medicine, but I know that your culture.
Yeah.
I want to say they started the Chillum. Is it the Chillum?
Oh, the glass joints that hit right straight.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I'll say this right now, all right? My coach has started a whole lot of shit. There's no motherfucking credit for it. But I'll tell you right now, bro. I ain't gonna let nobody tell this shit back to us, bro. As long as I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'll keep this
No,
going.
I
That's
said
right.
that because I
You see
like.
what I'm
I
saying?
still like.
Yeah.
I be looking. Man, sometimes I go down a rabbit hole and I still be looking. But I like the artwork that they got to their shit, man. Like the chillums that we talking about.
Yes.
They still use that to this day to
tradition.
smoke smoke
Yeah.
herbs and stuff, man. But some of the designs that they have, man, that shit is fucking incredible,
wild,
man.
man.
So I like. At some point in time, when I finally get my shit together, I want to be a collector of those things. You know
Big
what I'm
time,
saying?
bro.
Yeah, so for
I
sure.
got you on the artwork. I'm actually going to India in May.
Man, yeah.
I want to put you on a little game for my culture. For cannabis users especially, this is especially relevant, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's an herb called ashwagandha. This is an adaptogenic and rejuvenating herb, right? It's a natural herb. It's another cousin of the holy basil plant as well, I believe.
Okay.
So ashwagandha is amazing because it actually resets your cannabinoid tolerance. I'm gonna say that again for you. Ashwagandha resets your cannabinoid tolerance, whether it's THC or CBD.
So I can get high
Right?
again?
Yeah, you can get high again, bro. Trust me, I know the pain.
Yeah.
Bro. I know the pain. And this is why it's so incredible. And that's what I got in this product right here. It's an adaptogenic blend, a bunch of different herbs together. But ashwagandha herbs like that can basically help people who either if you're using THC too much or using THC as smoking a lot of amount, you still want to get high, that'll reset you. And on the other side, medicinally, if you're using a lot of CBD for yourself, it'll reset that tolerance too. So you're not paying too much money for products. Keep having to buy butt over again. Keep having to buy this and that.
Man, I'm glad that you actually taking it.
Hey, I got you.
I'm
bro.
glad that you
I got
actually
right here.
serious, that you getting like really
Yeah.
serious with it. Like,
Yeah, I'm getting my degree on it, bro.
like so
I
at
got
some
you.
point in time, I might do that. but I'm still having so much fun. I feel like I just been backed up from not having fun, so I'm just all out, man. Like, I do this shit for fun.
Absolutely.
Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, the medicinal value or of what I put in or how it's going to... I'm just trying to get you bent. But I know at some point in time, as the more that I'm growing and the more I play with ingredients, I do go into the aspect of what goes well with this and what works along with cannabis. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
so
bro, you touched by the spirit regardless. You see what I'm saying? You out there, you guarding it. That's a big thing. That's one thing that's been put in a lot of our ancient texts too, is that anybody who farms, takes care of the land, interacts with Mother Earth, you blessed, bro, forever.
Hey, man, that shit keep me alive, man.
You already know.
And I'm going to say, as far as gardening,
that's what I'm saying.
like, from my point of view, gardening is keeping me from the block, from the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm too busy right now, man. I can't be chilling on the corner every day, 24/7. You might see me pop up once in a blue moon and shit, but I ain't trying to keep dodging bullets every motherfucking day. So I'm good. I love my environment. I always feel like... The only time I hate going in the garden is when it's time to de-leaf. Man, you think you're going to be in there for an hour, you be in there for like 3-4 hours, man, before you know it, man. Yeah. But it's a great time to catch up on podcasts and stuff like that, man. So, you know, I like listening to, I know a lot of people will hate me for this, especially some of my organic growers because they don't like dude. But I like listening to, it's this guy on IG called Green Jeans. And he be doing like little YouTube podcasts and live streams and stuff, but he is so like he's into the light game of the cannabis game, right? So that's something that I be looking into as far as always trying to get a better yield, right? Yeah. So I always listen to this guy, but I just like his technical education when it comes to lighting and how he's able to explain it, how something works better than the other. So I kind of listen to those kind of things while I'm in the garden as well, man. But you know, shout out to Green James, man. You know what I'm saying? But and people like him, Grow Mile. People like you. You know what I'm saying? Not like pushing the culture with education. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like that's what really matters too. Like you be able to explain to people why this helps you. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So that's what people like you are. I call like trailblazers right now in the cannabis community. Man, you always got a place in the game because you know what the medicine actually is, you know what I'm saying, and how it could help people and how it can help your pockets. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with making money from what you love, man.
I quit my full-time job.
I did too. Yeah. Let's get this straight.
It is right there. Yeah.
A lot of people I hear, oh, you doing this for the money. I ain't get there yet. So you can't say I'm doing it for the money, but it's like hard. The people that doing it for the money and they start getting the fucking money, they went through some bullshit. They went through some hard shit, a lot of them. True. Some people get, you know, lucky and they grow up with shit in their pockets and all that. Right. But a lot of the people a lot of farmers and actually put hard work into this game, man. You know what I'm saying? And when they do start getting paid and seeing that money, they earned it. You know what I'm saying? They earned that money. So it's nothing wrong with making money from what you love. I quit my job too. Oh, and I got paid sometimes I be like, man, I don't know if I should have did what the fuck I did. Right. Like sometimes I put myself in them situations, man. I got paid very well for the job I did. I was set up for life. You know, this was gonna be my job for life, take care of my family, woo-de-woo. I quit. Shit became legal out here. I said, fuck this. Start growing, you know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with cannabis all my fucking life.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So why not? You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with making money from what you love. Just be fair, man.
Just be fair. Be right with it.
Don't be no dick, be fair. But with that being said, man, like I said, thanks for coming through, man.
You, bro, big time.
I appreciate you coming through for sure.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna bring up our next guest in 1 minute, y'all. We'll be right back in 1 minute. We're going to play a song. We'll be right back with our next guest. He's going to give us the rundown of the strain report or whatever he came back from, because he always coming back with something crazy.
Man, got new
and we'll be right back, y'all.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, man.
No
Thank you for having me.
I want to grow my own shit.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma.
DC Pharma Show.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma. Shay! Used to get my piece from AZ. Mary Jane is the case that they give me. Trips from the West Coast stop real fast. DC Pharma show the masses how to grow grass. No till the method, be attentive, slow learner. The raw sheets turn that gas to a slow burner. Big worm got the strains in variety. Jeff Sessions trying to fuck up the society. Cannabis community, rise up, eyes up. Fight for your right to light or eyes shut. Loud from the motherland. I'm getting high in stadium. Super gas, no clone, it grown with vibranium. Trichome chasers, council of the grower. Self-sufficiency, that's how we need our smokers. Alien dream turn Girl Scouts into soldiers. Smoking doja. Contact if you come closer. Every Monday, 10 to 11 p.m. Focus on that grow, watch the show with your BM. Comedy, but interviews real lit. The DC Pharma Show, educate real shit. The DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show. Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma Show.
Heavenly OG, Girl Scout cookies, Alien Dream, Kim Dog, OG Kush, White Widow, Granddaddy Perp, Green Crack, Bubba Kush, AK-47, Trainwreck, Blue Cheese, Lemon Haze, Strawberry Cough, Super Silver Haze, Blackberry Kush, Master Kush, Skywalker OG, God's Gift, LA Confidential. Buckle your seatbelt.
All right, y'all. We back. Oh, yeah. We back with my man, exclusive Chief Master.
What's up with y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, man. Man, that dude just gave me something. I don't know, man. That's like a whole bunch of crazy flavors going on in my mouth right now, man. No homo. Damn.
Shit, it was alright though.
Might have been some acid up in that motherfucker. But yeah, what's going on with you, man? Welcome back. You've been back for a few days now.
Yeah.
So how was your trip?
It was always lovely. It's a little rainy out there, but I still have my little fun.
I seen you, man. Look, man, this whole time, man, look, I don't be getting in your business and all that like that, right? But I seen a couple of your posts this past week too, man. I ain't know you was doing them pop-ups out there like that, man.
Yeah, I always gotta do a pop-up.
Oh, yeah, so that's why you always going back now, huh?
Yeah, you do a pop-up over there, it's a little bit more, funner.
Please explain. That's what I was getting ready to ask you, Please explain, man.
Like, usually the pop-ups are usually in the trenches out that motherfucker. So, when you go, it's like in the back of a meat factory or whatever.
Oh, shit.
And then
like a speakeasy?
Bro, when you open the door, you see a crowd of people. This shit's crazy. You wouldn't even know where people came from. But, yeah. That's usually how those joints happen over there. But, yeah, them joints be lit all the time. Even though
it seems that way, though, man. It seems like people are more lax in that environment, man. So,
yeah, that shit tight.
Glad when we could get back to that point, man.
Yeah, you just got to be careful when you walking in there because, motherfuckers get got out that motherfucker. No, I meant like as in with the huff. You know what I'm saying? You think you getting something and
you ain't getting
huff.
shit.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all it is.
Well, shit, that's everywhere too, though. Yeah. So it's out there just as bad as it's out here, huh?
I mean, technically, it's more affordable out there than it is out here. So, like, usually they got the pounds. Mm-hmm. No more than 5. It'd be outdoor. But, you know what I'm saying? You can tell And then, you know, you gotta look around. You really gotta do like 4 takes in that shit. 'Cause it's a whole lot of pounds in that shit. So you gotta be careful, man. I'm telling you, that shit is rough. So like, I usually try to find something that's packaging. Like, everybody got the package game over here. Well, it really ain't that, you know, people ain't really packaging shit like it is over here. Like they are in the sessions over that, John. They still just throwing it in like Mylock bags. They don't get shit.
Sometimes I see them with
bags.
the turkey bags wide open and
They
shit.
don't, there's a few people that actually have packaging over there in Cali, and then, you know, those are the ones that been around for a while. So usually that's the way it is. So everybody be hyped over the package over here. They not really doing the shit over there unless it's in the dispensary. Then you gotta have it like that. Yeah.
I mean, but it's cool. I mean, it seemed like, I don't know, Cali's been going for how strong now? How long now they been going?
Hella years.
What, off the sessions?
Nah, yeah, just like off for just.
What I was told,
That whole-
they've been doing it since like 2013. What I was told. And that
I
was
mean,
like,
and they got such a strong, but it's their community out there. Is it compared to us? It's like, it's the jealousy there, and all that. Do they get that too?
I mean, I don't know. They probably do. I mean, I would say yeah. Everybody has that competitive beef.
Yeah.
To where they flowers should be better than theirs or what they, you know. But a lot of them don't even know what to really sell their shit for. Because, like, in Cali, everybody think, you know, you live in Cali, you got a lot of money. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't got no money. So it's like the grams be like $12 for the fire. So you be like, damn, over here it's
Competition
like 25.
serious, huh?
Yeah, it's competition serious out there. So it's like dispensaries, they still got competition with the black market out there. Then they got competition, like you said, with the illegal dispensaries, and them the ones that don't even tax you. So it's just like you go to those more than you go
I
to
think
like
that's
a
why
cookie
they.
joint.
Yeah, I think that's why they always gonna have a place in the game, man. Always, man. It's just like.
Well, we'll probably just be hating. That's all.
Yeah, then like even at their sessions, they be having shrooms. Sometimes they have like other shit that you normally don't see at a fucking pop up out here.
Now,
unless you know them.
Now that Cali's so big and so many players, right?
Yeah.
What is it that you look for when you go out there?
Usually stuff nobody got over here. That's easy to do nowadays.
Yeah.
So you pretty much got like a feel of the game out there, know who to fuck with, like as far as like, man, if you looking for some fire, you might know who to tap into or whatever, or
like all the people I know, I seen them at Kushstock or Dabathon or whatever. So like they'll remember me from that, and then it'll be just have to link up with them at a right time for them. But normally, they don't really like selling ounces too much. So it's like usually the shit I want, that should be like 32 and up.
Oh, okay.
So it's like last time I got the Culado, I said I was gonna get that. I got it, but they misinterpreted. I only wanted an ounce, but they thought I wanted a pound for 36. So zip was 30-60. Got lucky and got that shit. So it's like they don't really do ounces unless they're at the sessions. They're trying to get off the whole thing. So it's like crazy out there. You know what I mean? Usually the fire's in the hood. It's still like it's always been known.
Do you know much about the growing game?
Yeah, one of the homies I met, I did the Loud Challenge. He was growing some fire outdoor, man. He had at least 250 plants outdoor. Damn. Yeah, so
boy, that
like
keep
in the
you
limit,
busy too, man.
The shit crazy because he told me what the limit was. The limit is only 6 plants. So it's like, he wasn't even giving no fucks. So it's like, you really can't survive 6 plants out that motherfucker. So yeah,
and think about it.
Get it how you live.
You really, and when you say that, right, and you said outdoors, you could get a lot out of 6 plants outdoors.
Yeah.
And when you saying you can't survive off of that out there, that's how to let you know how serious the game is out that joint, man.
Yo, because it's like motherfuckers got, you go up north, and them hills, man, they growing lace 15 footers out there, man. So it's like, you gotta, then people will buy it. Like, I was at a gift store, old dude came through a whole bunch of trim, trying to sell the trim. He's like, this is fire. I was like, bro, that's trim. He's like, what's that? I was just like,
he knew what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, whatever. But now I'm good. So it's like, motherfuckers, they trying to get it how they live out there with the flowers. They don't even care what it is. They try to
that
get
shit
it
might have been some fire too, but you can't sell no damn trim, man.
Nah, that shit was tripping.
Yeah, you can't sell no trim, man.
For sure. Other than that, yeah, I just try to go do that. See if it ain't like new motherfucking clothing and shit that people like. Because people like clothes and shit. Hoodies, book bags. Mostly all that shit's over there before it come over here.
So you be having that on hand too?
Yeah, I be having book bags, like custom book bags people fuck with, all types of shit.
So
it just, just ain't flower and shit. I be having weed trays, Dragon Ball weed trays. Motherfuckers
I didn't know you had all that shit, man. I just thought you had some dank ass flowers, man. That's all, man.
Got all that shit.
You got the accessories along with it, man.
Yeah,
it's really to carry out.
Yep.
So, I mean, with that being said, we run out of time and all that, right? So, why don't you tell the people the strains they can expect for you for the following week or so?
Well, always got the runts now, so if y'all need the runts, we always got the runts. We're always gonna have the London pound cake, and we got the glue for sure on hand. Like that's a known strands that's always gonna be around right now. We'll have a give or take of the Coolado. That shit comes by and goes fast. And like soon as I come back with it, it's usually gone. So like if you see it and you want it, you better come get that shit because it ain't gonna be around too long. So I usually try to keep it to at least 5 strands because motherfuckers be asking and start be like, what is this? Why is this? Which one is better? I'm like, motherfucker, I smoke all of them. I don't care. They all good to me personally. They all do what I needed to do, which is put me on couch lock 9 times out of 10. But yeah, that's basically I just keep it real minimum now. Cause I used to do that 10 to 15 strand shit and it's become a headache.
You did though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit used to be laid out across the fucking board and shit, man.
Yeah, that shit used to be a headache for real.
But
So
I mean, with that being said, right?
Yeah.
Look, y'all. If you don't know, he gonna tell you where you find you on IG. Dude is the fairest dude I know on my side of town, man, when you looking for deals or not deals or whatever. But if you looking for some good fire, man, or whatever your budget calls for, he got it for you, man. And he gonna work with you. Like I said, on my side of town, it's the fairest dude I know, man. So, you wanna know what he got back from Cali? You wanna try some Cali shit? You know what I'm saying? You're curious to how them dudes working or whatever? Hit my man up. Let him know where they can reach you at, man.
You gonna hit me up on Instagram, exclusive Chief Master Inc. Or you can just Google me at Whole Lot of Gas. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the other. Usually, if you go on Google, it links you to everything. So
Google.
Or hashtag the carryout.
Yeah, the carryout. Yep, pretty much. That's
Hashtag
you
carryout.
see what happens at the carryout on Friday.
Hey man, I don't see how you be catching dudes sleeping, man.
He be faking. Talking about he gonna eat whole dinners and not go to sleep on. Yeah, he going night, bro.
He said night, bro.
All right, y'all. But look, we ran out of time, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, chat, for tuning in. And thanks for coming by like you do all the time, man. Letting us know what you got going on.
Through.
Huh?
I said appreciate you.
Nah, yeah, man. One day we gotta have you on first, man, so you can take over, man. we need another takeover. So when you ready to do that, let me know, man.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next week on the DC Pharma Show, y'all.
Gang.
I want to grow my own shit.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma.
DC Pharma Show.
Is that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma, that DC Pharma.